Did you know that 90% of guests research a restaurant before dining? 57% of those guests viewed restaurant websites before deciding where to dine. And 33% viewed other guest reviews before they decided. That's kind of shocking, isn't it? How's everyone doing today? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Morgan with LYFE Marketing, the digital marketing agency that helps small businesses grow. And today I'll be going over the 4 key ingredients to successful restaurant marketing strategy. Here's some fun facts for you. Did you know that 90% of guests research a restaurant before dining? 57% of those guests viewed restaurant websites before deciding where to dine. And 33% viewed other guest reviews before they decided. That's kind of shocking, isn't it? Or maybe not. As you can see, creating a successful digital marketing strategy is essential for the success of your restaurant. You need to be found. Much like when making a pizza, marketing for restaurants doesn't have to be difficult when you have the right ingredients and strategy. Now, before we get started though, make sure that you subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss out on any of our weekly digital marketing videos. And don't forget to ring that notification bell. Also, make sure to give this video a like for more restaurant marketing videos in the future if you want more of this kind of content. The first thing you need to do is add a pinch of SEO. The first ingredient in your marketing campaign is search engine optimization, or SEO for short. First, let's go over what SEO is. SEO is the process of improving the quality and quantity of website traffic organically from search engines. This can be done through many efforts, like your web design, keyword optimization, backlinking, and much more. For restaurants, I like to focus on local SEO to begin with. Local SEO is a method in which you improve your search engine ranking for local search queries, such as food near me. Now, you definitely want a Google My Business profile. One of the best methods to improve your restaurant's local SEO rank is by creating a Google My Business page. If you already have a Google My Business page, don't skip ahead in the video. I promise there's still useful information here. Google My Business is a free tool in which you create a business profile that houses valuable information about your business, and that information will help your business appear on Google Maps as well as the general organic search results. If your restaurant is not appearing in Google Maps, you're missing out on reaching a large portion of your potential audience, and you're probably falling behind your competitors. When filling out your Google My Business account, make sure to include all of the extremely relevant pieces of information to your customers, such as the name of your business, the address, and the phone number. You want to make sure that what you provide on your Google My Business page is the most accurate and consistent across all platforms. Any discrepancy in those 3 features will hurt your SEO rank and make it harder for customers to find you. Also, make sure that you provided updated restaurant hours and a link to your website. Arguably the most important feature for restaurants on Google My Business is the ability to add your menu. By adding your menu to your Google My Business page, you're providing a better user experience for potential customers. This is because customers won't need to look elsewhere for your menu when they're trying to find out where they're going to eat. It also means they won't leave and go find a competitor when they can't find your menu. You're also able to upload photos of your menu, so it's a good idea to add those if you have high quality images of any of the items on your menu. Don't forget to add photos of the restaurant itself too. If you're located on a busy road, it will be helpful for potential customers to see what the outside of your restaurant looks like and what the parking situation might be. A good tip for these photos is to take them with your phone. This is because mobile phones store location data when you take a picture. By uploading pictures with location data to your Google My Business page, it will further help Google identify where your business is actually located and also make your business appear more credible to Google. Be sure that you're filling out as much information about your restaurant as possible. Although that may sound like a no-brainer, it is a critical step that many small businesses skip. And actually, Google My Business will allow people outside of your business, including your competitors, to fill in that information for you. So you just want to make sure that you control what's being said. Definitely also want to use the Google Keyword Planner. The next SEO tip is regarding this planner. Now, as I briefly mentioned earlier, one of the ways to improve your SEO rank is through keyword optimization. Keyword optimization means that you're working on improving your rank for certain keywords that your audience is already using to perform a search and find products or businesses related to yours. Ranking for the most popular search queries that relate to your restaurant is what's going to bring in the most new customers. A pizza shop in Atlanta wouldn't want to rank for best burgers in Atlanta because that's not what they serve. They sell pizza. A great tool to help identify what keywords your restaurant should be using is Google's Keyword Planner tool. Keyword Planner will show you the relevance of different keywords as well as their average number of monthly searches. For restaurants trying to improve your local SEO, you'll want to look at any niche keywords that are specific to your restaurant and the style of food that you prepare and serve. The last piece of advice I'm going to touch on in regards to SEO and improving that for you is your reviews. In the restaurant industry, reviews are critical to the success of your business. Studies show that 92% of consumers read reviews and that 33% of people would never eat at a restaurant with less than 4 stars. Reviews of your restaurant will live in many places online. They can be found on your website, they can be found on your social media pages, they can be found on your Google My Business page, and there are a plethora of third-party review sites such as Yelp, Clutch, you name it. In fact, when performing a local search for restaurants, a Yelp page tends to be the top-ranking organic result. Yelp has tremendous power when it comes to influencing a consumer on where they should or shouldn't eat. A Harvard Business School study shows that even a 1-star increase in your restaurant's Yelp rating can increase your revenue by 5 to 9%. So you may be wondering, how do I get reviews? The best way to get reviews, of course, is to ask for them. You should encourage all of your paying customers to leave a review on any platform of your choosing. A great way for restaurants to encourage leaving a review is by offering some sort of an incentive, like a free drink on your next purchase or $5 off your next meal. It's also important that you're responding to these reviews, both the good and the bad. Remember that your review isn't just between you and the reviewer, it's public, so you have a lot of people viewing that and judging what's happening there that you don't even see. For positive reviews, be sure to thank the customer for taking the time to review your restaurant, thank them for visiting, and invite them back. When you respond to a negative review, be sure to apologize for any issues that they had, tell them what you're doing to fix it, and offer a method for them to contact you privately to further discuss the issue and any solutions that you can work out together. It's important to be cordial and polite here, but you don't have to put up with people being abusive. The next ingredient is a couple of scoops of a great website. Even though you own a local restaurant, your restaurant itself is no longer the face of your business in this growing digital age, at least the physical brick and mortar part of your restaurant. Your website is your new storefront. That's what most consumers will look at first, especially since 88% of consumers go online when searching for products or services. This means that consumers are going to judge your restaurant's credibility based on your website and your online presence. Your website does not have to be complicated, but it needs to be visually appealing, fully functional, and provide users with a great user experience. So, how do restaurants do this? I've got 5 tips that can help. Tip number 1 is to make sure that your website is optimized for mobile devices. A study conducted by Hitwise shows that 72% of all food and beverage searches were conducted on a mobile device. Just ask yourself, when was the last time that you looked up where you wanted to eat on a desktop or a laptop computer? Maybe if you were at home making those plans, but you're probably deciding on the fly. I mean, I can't remember the last time that I did. If your website isn't optimized for mobile, I can guarantee that you're falling behind your competition. People will leave your site immediately and go somewhere else. Tip number 2 is to make sure that you have a menu on your website. There's a pretty good chance that the sole reason a potential customer is browsing your site at all is to look for the menu. You want to be sure that your menu is easy to read and fully functional. Also, be sure to put your menu in an easy to find location so that users don't have to dig, especially if that's all that they want when they're visiting your website. If you do upload a photo of your menu to the page, I recommend typing out the menu below the photo. When you use just photos with text on top of them, none of that SEO is going to count for your site. So make sure that you're actually putting the contents of the type of food that you serve and your menu items onto the page of the site so that that will be picked up in SEO searches in the future. Speaking of photos, tip number 3 is use photos to your advantage. Want to take your menus to the next level? I bet you do. If so, photos of the food that you serve is the way to do it. Adding high-quality images of your food is a great way of drawing in and keeping the attention of potential customers. Plus, you make them hungry. As the saying goes, you eat with your eyes too. So give them an idea of what they'll see on their plate. We have a lot of great options for phones now, so getting really nice photography is pretty easy. Portrait mode and the newest iPhone will work beautifully. I bet you're getting the idea here that your website plays a huge role in determining your SEO rank. To further help your SEO efforts with more advanced optimization, add name and alt tags to all of your images so that search engines like Google will know exactly what food you're showing. These can show up in search results for keywords. That's not all that you can do with photos to help bring in new customers, though. Something that many restaurants often miss out on is taking photos of the interior of the restaurant. Be sure to take photos that show off the dining room, the bar, and any other features that your restaurant offers. By doing this, you'll give the potential customer an idea of what the ambiance is at your establishment. It can also help consumers see the size of your restaurant in case they plan on hosting a party or having a large gathering. By not offering interior images, the consumer may take their business elsewhere, somewhere where they can visualize their experience before going out to dine. A lot of people nowadays are looking for a very particular aesthetic. Tip number 4 is to create a blog for your restaurant. Now, having a blog for your restaurant is a great way to build a sense of community and engage with your customers. With blogging, you can show off your restaurant's voice and help customers connect to your brand. Some ideas of valuable content that you can share on your blog include recipes, your restaurant's story, and anything that you're doing to help out your community. Now, you may be thinking, that's great and all, Morgan, but is that the only benefit of having a blog because I'm kind of busy? And the answer is no, that's not the only benefit. Another great benefit of having a blog is what it can do for your SEO. Now, you might remember earlier in this video when I talked about Google Keyword Planner and the importance of optimizing your content in order to rank high for the right keywords. This is where blogs can be particularly helpful. Since blogs are text-based content, you can ensure that you're incorporating the right keywords in your blogs. This will work to optimize your SEO rank. Tip number 5 is to partner with an online food delivery service such as Grubhub, DoorDash, or Uber Eats, or other options. Due to the events that occurred over the course of 2020 and beyond, online food delivery services have spiked. According to the National Restaurant Association, 3 in every 5 consumers orders delivery or takeout at least once a week. On top of that, 31% of consumers say that they use third-party delivery services at least twice a week. By partnering with these third-party delivery services, especially if your restaurant doesn't offer its own delivery service, you'll be able to fulfill orders from customers that would otherwise take their business elsewhere. 63% of consumers agree that it is more convenient to get delivery than to actually drag the family out of the house and do a whole dining debacle. Also, customers that place an online order with a restaurant will visit that restaurant 67% more frequently than customers that don't order online. That makes online food delivery a win-win for your business. The third ingredient is a dollop of social media. You do need to be present on social media, but I don't have time to cover all of that presence in this video. So be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any social media ideas for restaurants and cafes in the future. In fact, I have a video in the links below that might be helpful to you. Next is a dash of email marketing. Yes, even restaurants can utilize email marketing to see an increase in their conversions and visitors to the restaurant. Contrary to what some might believe, email marketing is not dying and is a great complement to your social media marketing efforts. In fact, email marketing still has some of the best ROI available today, with an average ROI of $42 per dollar spent. So what are some ways that restaurants can use email marketing to bring in new customers? First is you have to get those email addresses for your retargeting. As I mentioned, email marketing is a great way to retarget website visitors. You might be wondering now, how can I retarget website visitors with email marketing if I never got their email to begin with? That is an excellent question. And actually you can't. But here's how to get their emails before they leave your website. You need to utilize something known as a lead magnet. A lead magnet is a free item, service, maybe a discount code for the purpose of gaining contact information, like an email address in exchange for whatever you're giving them. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to give something away for free immediately. You can start by offering the promise of something in the future by saying something along the lines of, sign up for our email newsletter to receive exclusive promotions and discounts. If that doesn't get them to provide their email address, you'll want to set up a delayed pop-up form. This is where you need to provide a guaranteed offer, such as sign up for our email newsletters now to receive our chicken parm recipe, or get $5 off your first order when you sign up for emails. Next, you'll want to use email segmentation. Now that you have a list of emails that you can send to and you're staying in touch with your subscribers, you need to make sure that they're seeing the content that will keep them engaged and subscribed to your newsletter. Not all customers are the same, so not every email will be good for every customer. Each group of customers has different needs and expectations. In order to make sure that everyone on your email list is seeing the right content for them, you need to implement email segmentation. Email segmentation is the practice of dividing your email list into smaller segments based on set criteria. This is to further help with email personalization and making sure that you're marketing the right products to the right people. For your restaurant, you may want to create segments based on customers who ordered online, maybe people that have responded to different offers. And you can also segment people based on their birthday. Maybe you send them a birthday coupon. However you choose to segment people, sending personalized emails is known to be more effective than general email blasts that go out to your entire audience. My next tip is to make sure that you offer incentives for referrals. Let's face it, people that love the food at your restaurant are going to tell everyone that they know about it. A great method to bring in new customers is by providing an incentive for those people that had a positive experience. The best way to do this is to set up a referral program. In each email newsletter that your restaurant sends out, be sure to include a referral link so that customers can share your restaurant with friends and family. You should offer an incentive for sharing, such as a coupon or a free dessert for every referral that makes a purchase. If you've made it this far, let me know by giving me a thumbs up. That will help me know that you want to see more videos on restaurant marketing. Also, make sure that you've subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss out on our weekly digital marketing content. Ring that notification bell too, because we have a lot of great topics coming up for you soon. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video today. If you have specific requests that you'd like me to cover, drop those in the comments and I'll be happy to get to making a video for you. Don't forget that I am also available for coaching. If you want more information on the coaching program, links will be in the description box. Thanks so much, and I will see you next time. Happy marketing!